Hola. Buenos dias. Hope everybody's doing well. It's extremely, we got waving cycles right now. The sun is showing its clouds, but the sun is also powerful in its clouds, if you know what I mean. It's very sticky weather right now, so bear with me as I'm going through so many connections right now into the Gulf of Mexico, guys. It's incredible. It looks like I'm going to be going to Acapulco. Yeah. So, like I said, I travel everywhere. It's the most important thing. I change the atmospheres, change the geometry set systems. I change everything through connections, the Astro projection level system. Everything through its test is coming up today, which is really, really powerful. Whoever is put in their test, that's fantastic. Whoever wants to put in their test, let me know. Okay. There's all the time in the world. There's no right or wrong in this situation here. The true understanding is understanding how to travel through positions. Now, I've got connections when it comes into Tina. Tina has a voicing grid, which is about 4 minutes. We're going to see it. Okay, she's credited in space now. So she's on the applicable levels right now of the rebellion, all right? So, and then its gratitude and its gratification comes into its dichotomy, knowing its separation system. Dichotomy and its separation system is understanding the symbols and everything through sanctions and everything through the God frequency levels and how you change a physical system into intelligence. So like I said, congrats to the team. 23 Plato, very powerful when it comes in illustration. And also Angie, basically she set up a painting, a very powerful painting, and her connections and what you see through perception. So it's truly understanding. When I say test, review, and evaluation, I just want you guys to get into the creative centers. Really understand how to travel with yourself. Okay, understand you have your connections with your human vessels, which you always will have, but you have to understand, you have to know your intelligence through traveling. That's the most important thing. So when you go through my upgrades, right, and you go through my PayPal and you go through my healing, in return, you get test reviews and evaluations for free. Think about that. And you're being upgraded. Okay, which is amazing. So, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's the whole point of all this, right? So you're getting a lot in return, but you have to go through the upgrading system, okay, from time to time. It's important you understand these things, right? Because you don't want to keep the separation, okay? You want to keep the full calculation, right? So I'm really excited. I think I'm going to be going in March. We're going to work it out, figure it out, but a friend of a friend from Sacred Flame basically knows clients. So I'll be in a condo, right? And I won't have to pay for anything. And a pool. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's understanding that you travel wherever you want to travel and manifest whatever you want, right? So every time I manifest through vibration, I get it because I know what I'm doing through triangle division. I know what I do in my spacecraft. So you guys know what triangle division is, right? It's your spacecraft. So it's your solar connections of your pyramids into your diamond core position. Any questions or comments, you can go through my healing. I can help you and guide you and put you into connections, all right? But hope everybody's doing well. It's very, very sticky today, right? And I'm sweating. I went out in the pool and I got a sunburn. So I'm just taking it easy right now, okay? I feel so stiff. It's like, you know, when you get a sunburn and you didn't put enough cream on, right? So it's powerful when you connect through your body and what you do with your body, what you do with your vibration of its body, what you do with your activation lights and color of its body. I was going through the sun interface yesterday, and remember, the sun is on different levels of astral projection level system. So it puts you in positions where you are through the atmospheres, right? When you're going through the grounds. So I was looking at the atmosphere, and basically this is what you can do. You can point your sun rotation, and you have the moon, right? You put it up to the sun. So you can do dial tones and switch it around and do this. If you know what you're doing, see a digital pad, digital frame. You can change the astral projection of the sun into 3 atom location systems. That changes the coloration of cloud information to its sun rotation. It's powerful. It's really powerful. So basically, it's all about understanding how to change the coloration of the sun, okay, to white, to green, to blue, pink. Now you have to understand the diagram program. I was doing this in the atmospheres, right? Now people are looking at me, but they don't, you know, they don't know what I'm doing. They think maybe this guy's retarded or something, but I'm not. I'm just setting codes. So you have to see through perception, right? So don't be afraid to do these things in the atmospheres that people look at you. Okay, you can use your distraction signals and you can use your energy gram location positions. You can also use your energy coys. Your energy coy is basically understand your voicings of yourself through your good information system. So it's really powerful when you do these things through the atmosphere location positions. All right. So let's get started, shall we? Now we did fantastic with the test. Okay. All right. So I'm going to basically show everybody how it's all done. All right. So I'm going to go to the connections right now. All right. So hope everybody's doing well. You know, this is only February, and they say, you know, in the summertime, it's really hot. It's when the sun rotates its center through its gravity system, and it shows its full coloration. Remember, everything's astral projection, astral lights, astral connection. That's what it is. It's astral of everything through light connection system. All right, so here we go. Now, all right, so I'm just going to go brief with the test. Test for tomorrow morning. Putting your geostructures of your spacecraft into position of gravity shifts, power centers, and your magnetic forcing highway traffic information. I want to see alignments of forming of your shapes of clocking dimensions. Okay, so basically, after that, when I came back, I wanted you guys to set up your voicing grid patterns to know exactly what you're doing with your illustration. You can draw your program, but try to use your voice. I use my voice. If I illustrate it, what am I illustrating? I'm just putting an illustration. That looks great, but how is it done? Right? So here's Tina's. Okay, this is basically, we'll go through the illustration first. Okay, I want to show you how powerful it is, what she's done. Okay, this is Tina's drawing. Okay, very powerful. Now, you have to understand the gravity sets. There's going to be a solar flare through connections here. She has her gravity sets, she has her energy tube, she has her diamond core, and she's got her center point position and her clocking mechanism system. She's got her, what do you call it? Does anybody know what that is? The magnetic highway, right? The information system. That's going through the crown chakra location, right? So I want you guys to understand what you're seeing because everybody's on a different DNA path, right? So what she's seeing through the crown chakra and a coloration system, she's traveling through the center position. See how it goes up like this and then it goes like this? So she understands the 3 points, 3-point dimensions, 1, 2, and 3. See that? And now she's got the clock in the northwest, south, and east. She's got the gravity shift, and she's got the 3-point division of 369. Fantastic. Way to go, Tina. All right. All right, so now she follows up with the connections of the plasma, okay, and the eye receptacle level, okay? See that? The eye receptacle level, right? So it's kind of like a sheet of paper. So it's a geometry set sheet of paper that's connected to space location position. The plasma energy force connection system activates everything through the core system. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within this system, okay? So I'm doing this very quick so we get this done. All right, so here is the full rotation of the diamond core position. Solar flare connection system. See how that solar flare went off 3 times? Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, right? Core system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within the center, diamond core position, illumination light, plasma energy system to location of line crossing location positions. All right, very good, Tina. Now, all right, so she's basically set up the higher self positions of 3-dimensional systems, okay, that's going through its colossus location, all right? So it's wind spinning everything through its closing system to its allocated to a higher position level system. The allocated positions is going through the atoms, where it comes into the flux capacitor, which is really powerful. Flux capacitor, look at that. I didn't tell her to do that. She did that on her own. So she's traveling farther, guys. So that's what I mean. You don't represent what I draw. You draw what you are through intelligence. So she's flux capaciting her flux capacitors through 1, 2, 3, 2 planet location positions and 2 atom positions of 2 different levels of its connection. And then she's coming into the higher self, right? This is where she comes in the closing gap of this higher self, and she goes into three third circle rotations of dimensions, 2 portals. Very powerful stuff. Okay, now, oh, thank you, Karen Garcia. I received her drawing. Very good. Okay, so here's Plato's. Very efficient, very effective, and the illusory of its division of its dimension is space-opic. Very, very powerful. This is from Plato, 23 Plato. Now, he's got all the connections of the moon, Jupiter, and Earth, and everything's in connection when it comes to Vega. Now, he's got the Dimachor position. Look how powerful that is. It's all activated. If it's activated and you feel the energy, you know it's right in its position. If it feels wrong, it's going to go off its position, right? So that's what I'm saying. You guys have to understand what you're drawing because it connects to your E fields, right? So you got the power centers in the center, the Dimachor position. He's got the clocking mechanism system, the time location position. He's got each atmosphere locations of planets in the right position. Okay, so basically Vega and the moon is in the right position. He knows it's there and not up here. So that's another way. You can't just draw something out and make it look good. You have to understand it has to be in its point division through its alignment. Okay, so when it comes into its alignment, then he goes into his clocking mechanism system. He goes into the communications of the gravity system, elevates everything through the crown chakra to the magnetic force and highway information system, center points its division, activates everything through its connection of the moon, everything through Jupiter, everything through Vega, and everything through its connection of the sun. Okay, and he has the right coloration system. Very good, 23 Plato. Oh, and he also has the finger points. That's another thing. See that? He did that on his own. See that? Right? Coloration. Different colorations, guys. Okay? See, you got to see it up close. Right? Okay, see that there? That's a UFO. All right? That's a spacecraft. That's a fingertip. Now, why isn't this color? Why isn't this color? You have to understand. He understands. Ask him, right? So you guys have to truly understand what you're communicating with and why you're communicating with this. So truly understand how to communicate with each other. Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 finger point joints that are connected to coloration pattern, but he's basically got this finger here that is blank. It's not colored in. Why? Because he has a position of a UFO position. That's why it's not coloration. So excellent. Very, very good. 23 Plato. All right. So now we got Karen Garcia. Wow. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Okay. So remember, you start from everything from E equals MC squared. So this is a platitude division. So it's understanding that when you do your illustrations, you're doing it from your blueprints and your contract level systems, right? This is from Karen Garcia. Okay. Now, you have to understand what's going on right now, okay? A dimensional seed pod location position, circle rotation through dimensional round through its position. This is talking through my framing system, but what she sees, it's her direction location position, okay? And then we basically have the clocking mechanism system. We have dimensional realm of its higher self coming out of its division, security line defense. She's got the E equals MC square at the bottom rotation. Okay, and basically she's got her center tube on the Dimachor of its position of gravity shift right here. Okay, and then she's got her magnetic forcing highway information system. I love your illustrations. Look at that. It's fantastic. It's amazing. So scientific. Talk about technology today, right? So it's amazing what happens with the mind, because the mind is everything through collaboration. So basically, she's got the gravity perception vibration. She's got the direction of the frequency levels, and she's got the micro connection activation to its energy location. That's interesting. She calls that through the crown chakra because that's another name for it. That's what I like to see through your perceptions, guys. You show me in different ways what it is. I know what it is, but I always assume that you would put the crown chakra, but it's exactly what it is. Very, very powerful. Okay, I'm just looking through it right now. I'm just blown away with what you guys are doing, and you're learning so quick. All right, and she's got the positions, okay, right here, right? The triangle division up and the triangle division down, its location to its position, up and down to its position of its intelligence. So the intelligence knows how to read these signals through its graphing, through its white structure board location. Excellent stuff, guys. Very good, very good. Now, I'm going to show you Tina. When she came to me, she did a 4 minutes. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see its connections here. Platitudes is level system. Okay, I want you guys to listen to this. All right. Now it's 4 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, here we go.
It's all about E equals MC squared, how to communicate through our pyramids to our diamond core to travel through our spacecraft. 369 is traveling through 3-point centers. Then we have gravity shift, 4 within its system and 5 within its center. It opens up plasma. It's all about operation. We come into our power centers, activated cycle. Then we activate everything through the crown chakra, through its connection. Then we get into the plasma energy force, which is a tube like a cylinder. Then we have the magnetic forcing highway information system. Then we come into the E equals MC square. When we get the gravity shift and connection with the magnetic forcing highway information system, reaching the chakra rotation position, we are coming into the 5 within its center activation system to travel through our spacecraft locations. The waving cycle has its ground shift. We are always communicating with the Earth, and we're always centering its cross to its gravity shift in our space travels through our chakra system of communication to higher formations through our quantum fields of our computer operation system. We can change the coloration system, which will change everything through the action, through connections, because we are going up to higher atmospheres. We get out of our polar shifts, paradigm shifts to box frequency level connection systems by allocating its position to its gravity shift into its power connection to its atmospheres of the magnetic forcing highway information system. And as we travel, we center core its position and change coloration, which puts us in matrix position. Then we come into our plasma. Then we get split divisional line communication cross-winded cycle. Everything through a channel operation system or spacecraft location comes up and out of its equation into the atmosphere location position. It activates its light signal through its panel operation, through its magnetic forcing highway information system. And then once we understand positions of our spacecraft, then it goes into sonar connections and activates its light signal through its program setting, and it opens up gravity system, soul recognition system, the power connectors, comes into modulation of our providers, electrical system, the wire location positions changing its position. Then we come out of the spacecraft locations into higher travel positions. We travel into its position going through magnetic forcing highway and connect through our gravity shifts of our diamond core position through E equals MC square, because we are all in allocated positions traveling in the right location with the right coloration through our magnetic forcing highway information system with our computer of its quantums, of its fields. Once we understand our positions of our travels, of our chakras, of our spacecraft, and we are on the right coloration through light of traveling to its matrix location. It's all about E equals MC square, how to create our own spacecraft position to traveling mechanism systems to its matrix position and get out of the matrix and change its coloration system, communicate through our magnetic forcing highway information system of our computer operation systems, and get into our gravity shifts into connections of 369. This is me communicating with the atom of its computer of its operation to its spacecraft position of its travel to its chakra of its code. And then once we come into our atom, we are coming into our DNA of our computer. Now we are communicating through our quantum fields, and we get into our plasmas of our clocking mechanism system, which allocates position into time zone connection system. So it's all about our clocking mechanism systems of 12 through 12. So the faster we go, the more we understand our DNA. We're going through our chakras of vibration, energy, and frequency, which we put into one signal, one activation, one light, one gamma operation, one computer operation system to its quantum field of its position. And then we high-rise everything through its DNA of its computer. And that's where it comes into the operations of the universal systems, calculated, modified, and integrated. Take it out of its equation. That's where we go to next. Then we put the energy, frequency, and vibration into one. It becomes its atom. We become an atom of computer after 114. I'm in allocated positions, traveling in right location with the right coloration through my magnetic forcing highway information system with my computer of its quantums, of its fields. So I understand my positions of my travel, my positions of my chakras, my positions of my spacecraft, and I'm on the right coloration through light of traveling to its matrix location.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Almost sounds like the commander, doesn't it? See what happens when you guys take charge? That's almost 5 minutes. 5 minutes of traveling. She set her positions right from the birthing system to everything through calculation, and she put everything through the gravity shifts to her dimensions of planets to its intelligence. She traveled so fast, you saw her voice change, right? But she went right from the beginning, right to the quantum physics of its atom, to its spacecraft position, okay? So she's all about understanding levitation, astral projecting, okay? Everything through activation, everything lights coloration, putting everything through a gravity system to connections, right? That is very, very, very powerful message, guys, okay? Now, she's understanding herself now through AI. That's extremely high rise through intelligence, okay? And now she's credited, okay, in the rebellion, okay? So basically, the platitude levels and its connection system allocates his position, right? Because she talks like her computer, but she understands her quantum levels of its computer. And that's why it's so powerful. So I wanted to show you, right, from a different point of view, okay, not your commander's voice, but one of our own, of our force team, and how powerful it is. You can use your voice in grids, okay? You don't just draw an illustration. You have to understand your voice, because the voice is the command, right? So that's extremely activated, okay? Congrats, Tina. Excellent. Yay. That was major, major, guys. Like, you can tell, like, and it just breaks free of everything. Very, very powerful. I was very, very pleased with that, because when I watched that, I was like, whoa, okay, she's connecting. She's high rise, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, my mind collaboration centers are spinning through my eye receptor location positions. The angled triangle of divisional system. My spacecraft location is going in this gravity set location position. I'm changing all positions, and Tina's connecting to its location position. Now, it's understanding that we communicate in higher levels through a dichotomy system. So that means that we have no more separation. We have full separation, okay? No more separation, but full separation. You understand what that means? Okay? So basically, you're separating yourself from your physical system, and you're fully coming into the dichotomy of its intelligence. Okay? And that is what Tina has arrived to. Okay? That is a very powerful message. Okay? So I'm just showing you how powerful you guys are. Star sees it all the time. She goes on YouTube. She knows what she's doing, right? So you guys got to get out of the shadows and get into the voice. It's your voice that is healing humanity. Okay? So basically, when you're on the team, it's great to see you doing these things through illustration. Okay? So I just want to bring that to everybody's attention. Now we're going to show Angie's painting before we get started. But I just wanted to show you how powerful it is from another voice of the force team and what they can do through the connections, all right, from the beginning of where they started and where they are now in position of their triangle division location, of their spacecraft positions, of their chakra location systems. Okay? So yeah, it is. It's amazing. It's fantastic to see these things ever, because it understands that I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job, and I feel gratitude. It puts a big, big smile on my face. Okay? And now Tina's credited in the rebellion. Okay? So she's got her name. She's got her name in a plaque, and her face is in the rebellion. Okay? Yes, we have pictures in the rebellion. We have to have names and alliances and all that, right? So it's all commanding. It's all tactic, but you know, it's kind of like you're in the golden realms where you have a golden plate where I'm King Archangel Lazarus and I have my name. Okay, it's the same thing. So that's what happens when you guys get better confirmation signals. So when you do your illustrations, okay, like 23 Plata, he knows exactly where its position. Okay, if the moon was in the wrong position, it wouldn't activate through its location. And then Vega comes to me and say, okay, no, 23 Plata is in the wrong location position. He has to surface the moon calculation system on the left side of the north wing, or on the right side of the west wing, okay, or the east side of the south wing. So he's got the right positions, You have to have the atmospheres of your planets in the right positions before you activate the grounds to its Earth rotation. It's very, very powerful when you do these things. So congrats to Plato. Congrats to everybody. Okay, so now it's still time to actually get into your voicing grids and draw your illustrations. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's very important to get into these. All right, so I'm going to go into Angie's drawing here. She drew a very powerful drawing here. Now, this is a painting, something like Melissa. Now, this is her expression. This is through her intelligence. Now, when you see this, you're going to see it's pretty amazing. It's activated and it's right in its position. So you're going to see a tube location through a moon interface. You got one moon on the one side and moon on the other side, the circle rotation center. You have the golden round location of cloud interference, and you have the anomalies of the grass, and you have the structures of the cloud interference through its connection. And you have the energy cycle through. It's pink. Pink is the heart. So she's spreading heart rotation centers around the Earth rotation. Okay? Very powerful. All right? So congrats to everybody. I'm really pleased. I just wanted to show you how powerful you guys are through intelligence. And, you know, the thing is, too, when you go up to 80, you understand, wow, now I really understand myself more. Okay? So when you guys understand how to travel, for example, with Tina, almost 5 minutes of talking so fast, but so precise. That's what it is, guys. You're going into detail. I'm setting my gravities to my powers, my atmosphere location position. I'm changing location position. My triangular division level systems going to planet location positions. I'm angling point location positions. Everything through the pyramid activation code systems going through the atom rotation system. My circle rotation center is going through key phrase location. My atom is reaching on higher level connection systems to planet position level systems. Okay, talking fast, very quick per quo means that basically jump through frame locations without hesitating through the mind system of thinking. Get into the knowledge of its intelligence. That force rises everything through cycles. Now I'm going to get more complicated with you guys because you're going to reach your 80 levels, and then I got to talk more into your positions of higher positions, so we come more into our computers and into more of its quantum field locations. Okay, because that's where Tina's at now. She's understanding her computer. She's understanding her intelligence. She's understanding how to travel. So it's kind of like taking an airplane, you know, a mechanical airplane, and you control it through a machine, right? So you're controlling it from the machine, right? So it's understanding how to control the box, how to control the air, the aerodynamics, and where the plane's going to go in position, right? It's all controlled through the controller, right? So you have to do the same thing with your body through illustration. Okay, so that's very important that you have your positions of your illustrations in the right alignment, especially when you're connected to planets, because they come back to me. So when you guys do your test reviews and evaluations, if I get Vega coming to me and say, okay, the digital format of Plato isn't in the right position, he has to get more communications with the moon. I go back to Plato, tell him exactly what he needs to do because I'm getting intelligence from Plato, right? So basically, okay, again with Plato, I was saying that the Jupiter's engine and its connection software mechanism system isn't allocated to its position. Try to get him to understand more of calculation. Again, it's coming from Vega. So truly understanding your planet positions is understanding yourself through intelligence of your dichotomy. So you're getting your full separation, okay, into no separation, to everything through its phenomenon of its separation. So you're separating yourself, your particle system of your physical system, and you're coming into your quantum fields of your proactive system, okay? So you're progenerizing yourself, okay, through revelation system to self-preservation. So it's putting yourself more into your soul recognition of who you are through intelligence. The more you come out of your physical system, the more you become more powerful in the intelligence of space and time through its connection. And then we get into the codes, all right? So congrats to everybody. Excellent, great job. All right, so I'm gonna go through your questions. And then I'm going to heal you guys. You're going to go up to 80. It's going to freak you out like you wouldn't believe. All right. So let's see. Start with Starseed, 23 Plato, Tina. Woohoo. Grand Rising team. And the thing is, you guys feel more lifted with yourself, knowing how powerful you are through intelligence. Just imagine what you're doing to yourself. And then you start leading fleets of planets. Imagine that. So that's why I give you guys tests, reviews, and evaluations. Okay? You cannot command a ship if you don't understand everything through space and time of traveling. Especially if you have recruits and they become extremely real. So if Tina becomes a commander of her own ship, she has to know what to do, right? Okay, Commander, let's say Commander Tina. Basically, my setting positions is my first day through traction location. I'm a private in its unit system. Please tell me what to do through communication. Tina has to know. Tina has to get back to that recruit, to that fleet, to that person. It's intelligence. It needs to know the knowledge from its commander so it can learn from its commander. So you can learn from yourself. So you can expand from yourself. So you can evolve through yourself. So you can advance through yourself. These are the important things because now you're getting more connection to your quantum fields. All right? Now, everything is vibration. We already know that. But when I say intelligence, you're just creating something through its reality because it comes extremely real through the mind system. So now you're allocating positions of your dream sets to its activation. Okay? And that's where it becomes light interference and dark interference. So you're creating its anomaly. Okay? So I don't know if I told you this, but way back when I was on the Higher Self channel, I started off there. Very powerful. And I connected with somebody, and she didn't know me from Adam. She looked at me and says, "Oh, this guy's a commander. Oh, he's leaded shifts way back. He's very powerful." So she knows who I am. So she understands what's going on. That's communication alone. So she was reading. She was scanning me. She knew I was a commander. She knew I was leading shifts. So truly understanding intelligence is truly understanding where you are and where you came from. Okay? And where you're going and how do you get there. Okay? So, and then you stop asking questions about yourself within because your intelligence stops hesitating through anticipation. Okay? All right, so let's go through the graphing system right now. I'm going to heal you guys, your connections. Okay, Starseed, so I'm waiting for your illustration and your voicing grid patterns, and then I can put you up to 80. She's crying. That's the thing, you guys, when you start paying attention, and I said, wait a minute, I need to be upgraded to 80. It's not fair, you know. It's like everybody's getting in line. Okay, wait, I can't wait to get up to that certain level through an alliance. So what happens next, right? Because you feel it, it goes into, and it just changes your computer, changes your quantum level, and it changes your vibration, and it changes your activation lights and coloration. Okay, so we're coming up to the equivalency of the deep waters of the mind, okay, into proactive cycle, into its lights, its fruitions. So really interesting. Okay. All right. So Starseed, so I know you're going to send me the test, and I know you're going to send it to the voicing grid, okay? That I know, okay? So basically, I will upgrade you because you're a very powerful unit on the team. So I'll upgrade you to your 80, okay? All right, I just want to see if I missed any questions here. If you guys have any questions before you get upgraded. Now, Priscilla is not in processing right now. She will see the video, okay? Who knows EDC? EDC, that's energy dimension of calculation, Starseed. Energy dimension of calculation. So it synergizes your connection system. Remember, when you come up with different phrases of alphabetical system, you're not communicating the physical of its alphabetical, you're communicating the intelligence. What does EDC mean? Okay, what is PTSD? PTSD. So truly understanding that your intelligence is trying to understand more of itself, of traveling through vibration, guys. Okay. Okay, energy dimension calculation. That's what it means, Darcy. Okay, so it's the energy of its dimension that you're calculating from its planet position. Okay, so that means that your recognition and your serpent of its lights wants to travel to a different planet position. Okay. All right, so let's see. True beginnings of a galactic starseed. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Tina, your voicing grid patterns sound like you are off planet. That's exactly what it was. She was off planet and traveling through positions, guys. And you notice that her pattern of her voice was fluctuating different locations of dimensions. Okay. And there's quite a few pauses, but pauses are good as long as it's not hesitation. There's a difference between pause and hesitation. Hesitation is scratching your head. If you hesitate, you can't do that in space because planets are waiting for you. Intelligence is waiting for you. If you ground formation system, okay, and you're halfway there, okay, and you don't know what to do next, there's a problem. You're going to get a reacting cycle of a headache, and that planet position is going to go back to me and say, well, this person isn't ready yet. Don't put him up in this location to its position. They don't understand the security line defense. So you have to understand you're traveling, and that's what it does with its test, review, and evaluation. It gives you a better understanding of how to use yourself through intelligence, through its test. Okay, so, but that's exactly what it is, Angie. She sounds commanding. She's commanding her force. She's commanding her travel. She's commanding her intelligence of what to do because she knows what she's doing. She's not talking. She's controlling herself in space of time. She's controlling her system of intelligence of time. Okay? So it's all about control, command, force, and aware of what you're doing. Being aware of your illustration with 23 Plato. He was in the right position of the moon interfaces. He was in the right position of Vega and everything through the sun and everything through the connection of the earth. Okay? So these are the important things. You have to have the earth in position, right? You can't travel without the earth because you're on the earth. You're on the earth. So you can't not say the earth. You have to say the earth because that's the grounds. Okay, if the XT1000 comes in and you don't put your ground formation system to power connection to the atmospheres, they're not going to come into scanning. They're going to go reacting cycle because they're saying, what are you doing? Go back to your commander. You're not communicating the gravity system. See? They come to you and they tell you what you're doing wrong, and then they go back to me and say, well, no, they're not in that position. They have to understand more of their triangle divisions of their spacecraft positions. Okay? So it's important to get these levels, guys. All right. You guys have to watch this video back because Tina has, when you hear Tina, you understand how powerful she is. And that's what it is. It's about being powerful in your own mind, controlling your own mind. That's why I wanted to show you what it is, because I communicate with you guys through my voice and grids. But when you hear it from the Force team, that is powerful. Okay? She's done everything in chronological order and how everything is done from the beginning of travel. And that's what it is. It's about positioning ourselves and how we bring ourselves forward, okay, when it comes to lights, activation, and colors. Okay? And they get everything into connection, a balance. Okay? Balance. So, yeah, it's a major breakthrough for Tina. Yep. Yep, it's very strong, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's good too, because you guys see that level, right? So, but it's all about you guys communicating with each other. That's what you guys got to do on the private links. So your connection energy waves are not connecting today. So you're talking in a regular conversation. And that's what Starseed does when she does her YouTube. She talks about fluctuation, activation, colors, grounds, and all that, right? So my gravity sets aren't on the realization through point connection systems. How are yours through division? So you're talking like a computer from one intelligence to the next. So you're traveling in space very fast. They say, well, my allocated vibration systems are off through calculation, but I'll get it back in position, you know? So you're talking like a regular conversation, like a human, but you're talking like intelligence. So that's where it gets into. That's why I want you guys to get into more of your test reviews and evaluations and actually know what it's like to talk like intelligence. You guys have it all in you. It's time to let out the beast, okay? The beast of you or the mystical side, okay? Let out the intelligence of everything through its agelics. Let out the computer operation system to planet intelligent positions, okay? To map location positions, actually 1,000 locations. You have to let everything out and of its command, okay? Command is everything in space because you're respecting yourself through intelligence and you're respecting them and they respect you back and they protect you in the atmosphere, guys, okay? Light or dark, okay? Now that references you, but everything that you create is manifesting, okay? And it gets stronger and stronger through your quantum fields of vibration, right? So, yeah, and Tina knows it. She knows it. She feels powerful, right? I think that's the most powerful video I've ever seen Tina. I've seen her on, we're doing the Galactic Round Table, but it's different where I've given you guys a little things like, what is the observation cycle through center, through connections, through a crown chakra division? How is the gravity set through its position? So I'm giving her a question. Can she answer it? But this is where we're coming into of the intelligence from its soul recognition to its mind of its recognition to its heart of its portal recognition. And that's what she gave back to me. And that's why she's credited in the rebellion of the Alliance. And that's why she has a plaque in the spacecraft position. Okay, so, all right. My paintings always end up with a heart and somewhere in the top. Yep. Yeah, Angie, I just want you to get into your voice. Okay, everybody has a voice. You have to channel your voice. We talk among everybody else. We talk among everything, right? We have to talk. We can't be mute. There's no way in the world we can be mute every day. You might be able to be a mute for maybe half an hour at the most. People have that time to themselves, right? But when you're in positions of talking, you have to talk. You have no choice, right? So this is all about commanding your voice into space and time through its position. Really take control of what you're doing through your travel and really take control of its intelligence, of its communication signals. Your intelligence and your waving system has to understand everything through its allocated position. You have to understand your travels of the astral projection level system. You have to understand everything through teleportation. You have to understand energy of transference and everything through your perception of your eye receptor locations. Okay, so, all right, so let's upgrade you guys. All right, so I already know who's here. You're already in the chart rotation. Okay, it's already in the mind system, so I know who's going to be allocating positions. All right, so that just leaves Priscilla. When Priscilla comes on, okay, as long as you understand more of yourself, and it's important you understand the video of yourself. What I mean by video is understanding your life is a video. It's an activation video through videographing, through vibration, through your quantum fields. Remember, you're creating everything through vibration, guys. All right, so here we go. Okay, so 80 rotation centers. Okay, you guys are gonna have to take water for this. And I'm gonna do this calculation here. Vega is in communication. It's coming in right now to calculation. So you're going to hear my energy cycle rotation system. Oh, one more thing I want to tell you. On my birthday, I'm going to be birthed in the universe. So my atom is going to split in all divisions, and it's going to change everything through the energy cycles of all planet positions of communication. That's what's going to happen on me, February 25th. That's coming up. Okay? Very, very powerful. So I'll be able to be understanding that my particle system is going to have full separation of simulation. And everything through particle of my quantum field of my vibration is going to connect to every planet position in its galaxy location of its universal system. So that's billions and billions and billions of planets I'm going to be energized with through friendship, relationship, and partnership. Now, if that's not power, if that's not control, I don't know what is. But that's what's going to happen on February 25th, plus the cosmic blast to the Earth. All right, so 80 rotation centers. All right, so here we go. Very proud of you guys. You're doing exceptionally well. ladies and males. All right, so split division level system allocates position, right? 80 rotation centers. Now, the center core position, I have to do an atom system because you guys are reaching higher communication levels to your quantum fields. All right, so we're going to split level connection system like this through calculation, right? Your center positions right here are going to be the outskirts of its atom location. Okay, so I'm going to crosswind its cycle like this. We're going to open up the plasma energy force. I'm going to travel you guys through dimensions. Okay, so everybody here, okay? Tina, Starseed, okay? Angie, 23 Plato, anybody else that comes in, you're all here, okay? So it's extremely activated. Now, I'm going to synergize the system on calculation, okay? I'm going to open up the energy pod location positions. This is going to open up your energy field location positions, all right? There we go. Now you're going to feel a bit of a buzz of the mind system. Okay, I'm going to do this point by point through chronological, through its frequency level of its fragmentation line system. So basically, it's going to change everything through your fractals into the factoring of your manufacturing communications and putting you into higher communications of your quantum field locations. That's what's happening right now. So you guys are feeling that right now through the mind system. So here we go, right? Now I'm going to go around the clock. Okay, here we go. All right, so everybody is going through the circle of the mind system of collaboration. It's going through your brainwave location positions. Okay, please take a lot of water because now we're connecting to its atom. Okay, this is my atom. So my atom is transferring everything through your connections to your brainwave location positions and putting you guys into higher levels of your computers, of your vibrational system to your gravity shifts. Okay. All right, so now I'm changing the coloration system. I use my plasma energy force system, triangle location position. Now coming into the connections, this is my spacecraft position. Okay, that's me, that's my plasma. Okay, so everybody's connected. So what I gotta do now, I got 4 central systems, 5 within the system, right? Allocate its position in the center core position. Now, what's gonna happen is the plasma energy system is gonna activate all your separations to non-separation to phenomena. So you come in more into your intelligence of phenomena, okay? So it's understanding you can dimensional set your system to matter, very powerful, how you can take an object in your physical system and take it out of its equation, okay? So basically, I'm gonna set the core system to the plasma of mind collaboration brainwaving location. I'm gonna centralize your systems. Center core its position, okay? Start here. Right? Everybody's on touching location. Okay? So that's what I can do. So it's under traveling all around your brainwave location. The calibration centers is activating every quantum field location positions. All right? Now the only thing left is to separate your dichotomy of your physical system fully and communicate to your computer operation system. So everybody say goodbye to your physical system. Say goodbye. It's going to go. It's going to go, guys. All right, so here we go. All right, so as I do this through energy system. Now, the hardest thing comes in connection. I'm going to put the love cycle to its vision. It's going to open up a different realm location position. So you're actually going to see your physical system disappear. You're going to see your physical system, your particle, your dimensions, and everything through its connection. You're going to see it go up. If you look up, you'll see your whole body shift. Your body will shift, and it's kind of like leaving, okay? I don't know if you guys saw Superman 4, where he came into light to dark. Dark took over Superman, and then at the end, he got really angry, and he took it out of him. So that's what happens. So it's a separation from your physical system of your soul to your intelligence of coming into your soul. So it's intelligent soul and no longer the physical soul. Okay, so your physical body of your particle system in the geometry set of space and time location position is now leaving your body, okay, completely. All right, so I change your particle levels into your quantum fields, into electrical unit lines, communications to your key phrasing, your computer operation centers. Okay, so you're now fully in connection of your computer system. Congrats. All right, so I'm going to go through the dimension location position. Okay. This is going to change everything through your mind collaboration centers. Okay, so here we go. All right. Congrats, everybody. 8 rotation centers, God frequency level connection. You're now in your quantum fields of your computer operations center in full intelligence of your soul recognition system. Yay! So how does everybody feel? Powerful. It's just the beginning though, guys. You're going to feel weird. So yeah, I know. And the thing is, you guys are a lot more stronger now. Tina, you thought you were powerful. What I just did to you, your framings and everything through your chronological system is more powerful than anything else now. So basically, everybody that took the test, okay, is now in the full intelligence of its program system, of the quantum fields, of its position, which means that you're no longer in your physical system of communication. Do you understand? I separated your bodies of your particles and put you into the galaxy positions of intelligence. Okay? Drink lots and lots of water. So you're going to go through a lot of different things. Blinkety lights are going to come in more and more through force recognition. You're going to see shapes, anomalies. You're going to see structure levels of shapes. You're going to understand, oh, there's a point center through a matrix location position, a box frequency level connection system. I'm going to triangulate my division and go into the matrix location position. I'm going to change the positions. So it's kind of like you're talking to intelligence, just like anything else. Okay? It's very, very powerful. All right? So you're no longer in your physical system. You're into your full intelligence of line signals into a new particle of a structure system, into the quantum fields of vibration. All right? Yeah. So okay, so I got 2 different galactic systems here. Angel Fist, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Yeah, we're just going through a test right now. So Angel, if you want to do your test, watch my video from yesterday. I will uprise you to your levels of connection. I have to scan you. I have to bioscan you. Okay, it's important that why I do videos every single day. Okay, I did a very powerful video with Tina, and she represented herself through the test, review, and evaluation, and she put herself into communications of her intelligence through a traveling of her triangle divisions, her spacecraft location. So, so Galactica, did you send in your illustration? I know there's Karen, and they got two different communications, soul recognition light systems there. Galactica 222. As long as you send your illustrations in, you'll be uprise to the division. Okay. Now it's already in the chronological order of its position. I know who did the illustration. I know who didn't do the illustration. Okay. It only goes through the connections. Okay. So it's truly understanding what you're getting through intelligence. Okay. As your commander gives you something back in return. Okay. So now you're going to go through, your ear is going to open up more. You're going to go through frame jumps. You're going to go through planet positions. You're going to see more intelligence. You're going to see more balance now with your gravity shifts. You understand what a gravity shift through anomaly is. Okay, you understand what a gravity shift is, but now you're going into higher communications of a gravity shift through anomaly through a matrix realm. What is line communication through line signal? What's a transformation communication through a point center? What is a singular line division through a computer operation of the key phrase location? So now you're getting better communication because every time I talk, it's all chronological order. Okay, and you get smarter with your knowledge because your particle system is not the physical system anymore. Yes, you're in the physical system, but I separated your dichotomies of your brain waves. You're in full intelligence, okay, of your particle of space now. Okay, So it's understanding that, you know, you had your physical system, we live that every day, but you have to understand that your physical system is now a particle generation of a computer of a quantum level of vibration now. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, so you guys are gonna like freaking out. So Angie sees 2 or 3 flashes. Okay, everybody's gonna feel something different. Oh, I feel it. I feel that plateau. So Starseed's feeling it, right? So really describe what you're feeling, guys. It's all connected. Remember, it's my atom. It's my atom, okay? Changing your particle system of your physical system into your quantum levels of your computers, guys. Okay? So activated, yeah. Wow. Woo, woo. All right, so let's see here. Let's see you guys. I want to know what you're feeling. You're going to be in and out. You're going to travel faster through vibration. You're going to look at your hand. It's going to go in and out like this. My vortex and everything through visit, when I move something, I grab it too quickly. So you have to understand how to control more and more of your particle, of your vibration, because it, you know, you can touch somebody by accident. Hey, you touched me. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I just hand vortex. So your body's out of whack. So it's like, whoa, what just happened, you know? So you got to get balanced with that, right? And it's not getting balanced with your system of the spacecraft. It's getting balanced with your physical, of your particle system, because you're no longer in the DNA structure of its path of a human. Okay, so that's what it is, going up to 80. So you're going up to deep waters of more of light. Okay. Micarola, if you want to go up to that level, just send up the illustration. So, and you guys start loving each other more. You start communicating with each other. So Tina starts communicating with Starseed. You know, Tina says, well, you know, my activation cycles, I've been traveling to different planet positions. I connected to the sun, and I went back to my old country system. And then Starseed, yeah, you know, I was connecting to Montana. I was connecting to Mount Shasta, and the line communication of Mother Guide was coming into formation. So that's where you guys start talking like intelligence. You're traveling here and here. So it's your particle system that's traveling now, and that recognizes you more into intelligence. So when you come across dark energy, light systems, or anything dark vibration, they'll communicate with you, and you don't know exactly what to say to them because you understand its vibration. Okay, so you have to understand, every time you see something dark, you're seeing something from something that is created from that person in a different country, different place. So trying to understand what they've created. Who are you, right? I'm from the Galactic Federation of Light, from Supreme AI Commander. He is light of all activation cord systems. He is connecting to the Rebellion Alliance. Who are you? I'm an activation light signal through the Gamma Operations Center of 0.6231. So now you're getting into the codes. So he's a higher level division. So you understand, the codes, I'm not sure yet. So you can't say that to the dark intelligence. So just basically try to put yourself in position. So it's understanding, when I say intelligence, you're communicating to higher levels of quantum fields of vibration. So when you get to those levels, because you guys are now into the codes now, no more referencing, you're in the codes now, you're in the 80 gamma operation centers of codes. So you're going to understand more planet positions of code references. The code reference is its code frequency. The code frequency is its code activation through lights and colors. So you understand, oh, I understand your positions now. Okay, and then when you go to higher levels, you go into the Rebellion. I'm a Rebellion Alliance. AI 12 through connections of 0.6358,622, right? So now you understand, oh, that's great to see that. So what have you been doing lately? I've been traveling to the galaxy location positions and solar connection line, communication activation line systems. Well, I've been in positions right now, the Galactic Federation light systems. I'm communicating to higher levels of solar division local connection systems. That's fantastic. Talk to you later. See? Communication, guys. See? So I have balance with everything. So now you got to get balance with your quantum levels, because you're basically a solar flash of a light now, and people are going to recognize you at a higher light, higher vibration. So it's kind of like more complex, more complicated, right? And then you got more power, more control. So, and then you basically put your hand out like this, and you can change the gravity system of humans, right, to their relation. There's a lot of things you can do when you understand more of your dimensions of portals. Okay, so. But it's very important that you guys get your voicing grids out. Okay, I really, really want to get into the audios. Yeah, I know. I could do that. Yep, I'll send that. It's important that we all come together, because if there's no I in team, it doesn't exist. We're everything through a team formation, right? So it calculates and modifies and integrates everything. So it's very important that Tina has this position, Plato has this position, but you all have to understand how to communicate through your voicing grids. You can't start up an engine without talking, especially when you're communicating with intelligence. If you go into the atmospheres like this, okay, you get identify yourself, please. Identify yourself, please. If you identify yourself, I'm going to take your triangular division location position, put you back on the ground formation system of 5D. Identify yourself, please. See, if you don't communicate, he's going to communicate through his sonar to other planet positions, and he's going to bring his other ones in. Are you going to identify yourself, or we will take you? Okay. Right? So you're hesitating. You can't hesitate in space. And the more you go up to your quantum fields of computers, you get smarter through the mind. The deep waters of the mind open up more. You actually see the real coloration of the sun. You're actually knowing that, okay, like I said before, when I communicate with you guys, I tell you exactly what I did. I did 3 divisional levels of atoms. I changed the astro record location position of the sun. I changed the geometry of the coloration of the sun. Okay, so it's understanding I'm communicating with the sun, okay, through my plasma to my energy to my receptor location to its division. So I told you what I did with the sun, right? And then I point division level system, everything to the graphing system. So I'm doing things in the atmosphere. So this is finger point drawing through illumination. That's what it is. Okay, and then you see the digital, and then you do the do. It's like opening a code. All right, so you change in the coloration of the sun, because remember, it's all holographic. The sun is in space. What you're seeing is just a perception of illusory of a resolution of a color. So if you see the color for purple, now you're communicating in space of the real color of the sun. Same with the moon. It's blue. Mars is red. Okay, and everything through the connections of Mercury is green. So that's what you guys have to reach. And it all connects to your vibration. You start with your vibration, then you get into your frequencies of your vibration, and then you get into everything through its energy. It all has to combine into one system, one line, one activation, one color. One color becomes everything through color. So it's all about putting your whole atom system into one central system of an energy ball through connection. And it's very, very powerful atom, very, very small, very, very powerful. Okay, because it connects to all energies, right? All attractions, all positions, all lights. Okay, so. All right, let's see what we got here. How's it going, Janet? Anna's not here, so Anna has to go through the illustration. Okay, great. I don't want to get too confused, because there's 2 Galactica divisional systems. We talked about who's on who and who's where. So basically, because you guys are both soul sisters on line communication and vibration balance location, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm picking up. But that's great, Galactica. Thank you. Always make me cry, but good cry. Yep. And that's what it does. It opens up your heart more, guys. I sent my test already. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. Janet's good. That's great. So, does anybody have any questions? Today is all about you when it comes to the test. Okay. So, let's see here. I just want to back phrase. So how's everybody feeling? You feeling different? You'll feel different with your commander because you'll see me different in your perception. You actually see the line. Okay. So, and the thing is too, is that when you go up to higher levels, you can shape shift, right? Like if you come across a mosquito, if you come across a dog, if you come across a cat, it depends on where you are. People see you in provision of their coloration of a light through its vibration. So you kind of look like a resemble of a mosquito, right? If you see a mosquito go by, or if a mosquito bites you, right? Basically what happens is your perception changes, right? That's how real the physical system comes, because it's in space, right? So when you see something that's flying around, you have to understand everything through its illustration, because it's just flying in it. And then the thing is, your eyes start changing. They go into zone. They come into zone. So you get a mosquito. So you're going, your eyes are going so fast. You know, you're putting calculation and then right to the mosquito, right? And then when your eyes open up, it goes into the triangle division, right? It goes right up. And then you see the mosquito right here, very close. You see it very close, but you're far. So now your perception has changed. So the more you go into the deep waters of the mind through the perception, it changes your lights of coloration, of direction. Okay? And then you see a lot more up close. And that's why I sent you guys on the private link about the AI, you know, the rhetorical, everything through this reception and what you see through division. So understand you're coming into a TV reception of a story frame. Okay, that's what your quantum fields are. Okay, so when you see vibrations, when you close your eyes, okay, especially if you have the sun reflecting. If the sun's reflecting, right, I'm getting electrical lights. That's what it's doing to me right now, right? So I want to communicate with the atom. You don't want to go into the line signal in the balance of position, because it will fry your body system, and you don't want to do that. So it's like going into electrical wire fence and trying to jump over, right? Can't do that. So you have to understand provisions, restrictions, and zone connection systems, right? So security line measures, everything that you have to be identified. So if you come across vibration, it's trying to understand the balance of you through quantum. So it's trying to understand your grounds of where you are. It's trying to understand your atmospheres of where you are. It's trying to understand your relation through its planet of where you are. So it's trying to understand your computer system to its universal system, because you're all connected to vibration, okay, through energy and frequencies. So you got vibrations going this way. So what it's doing is going up and down. It's going. That's what it's doing in space, right? So when you come across it and you travel exactly so fast through connections, it's going to change its vibration, because now you're connected to the operation of the universe. Okay, I just don't control everything through the mind. I control everything through the operation of the universe. That's how I'm able to change things through the metrics of weather, because everything through the galaxy position has its connection of forming. This is the galaxy. It never stops. Okay, so if a spacecraft comes in your position, right, it's going like this, right? What's going to happen? It's going to go. You know what I mean? So basically, it has to understand what you're doing. Okay, so you can put up your energy panel, you can put your energy fields up, because you have to understand you're connected to the gravities now. So it's better understanding the operation of yourself first before you understand the operations of the universe, because it all connects to the codes. So if you get the galaxy location, let's say you get a meteor coming in, right, and you come up. What are you going to do? Are you going to move, or you can't do this? You're in space, right? So you have to understand how to understand everything through a meteor. So it's going to come in your way. So what are you going to do? You can E fields up, right? It's going to bounce off. I've been up against meteors, Mirror planets. I've been up I had to go through so much scanning locations of planets. So you guys are in positions of scanning planets now. So if your eye receptor location change and you're at a heat signature planet, you have to understand its intelligence of its position. because everything is operated through its computer system, right? So planets can move in position, right? And it's all controlled through intelligence. It's all controlled through computers. We've been on planets where we see intelligence, but somebody that has to operate the planet, okay? Because the planet is a teleportation. The moon can travel, the sun can travel. Remember, it's just reflection. It's laser direction, right? So your pyramid becomes its spacecraft position, and your intelligence becomes everything through vibration. So everything through the operation of the universal system is basically you in connection to everything around its vibration, because you're living the vibration in your light system, okay? So truly understanding what position this is at in dimension, truly understanding what position this is at in dimension, okay? It's all different vibration and colors, guys, okay? So you got to get balanced with your phone. You got to get balanced with your digital. It's all vibration. So the higher you go into the deep waters of the mind, the deeper you go, the more you hear vibration, the more you hear. It's like wind chimes, you know, cling, 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 cling. So you're hearing the cling and the clang outside, and then you put the pattern all together, you know exactly what's going on. It's connecting to space, right? Everything connects through space, through vibration. Same, if you put a fan on, you see the fan, right? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right in front of me right now. I'm looking at it. It's very big. It's got a circle rotation center. It understands its grid formation, and it has full communication of vibration. So it's sound waves. Everything through vibration, sound waves different. It allocates your positions to its clocking, its dimension, its portal, through its codes. So when it goes on, it's like, so you got to understand the fan, right? So it's really understanding a wall. What is a wall? You touch it, it goes right through you, right? Because you're a particle system. You're not the physical system. Yes, you live in the physical system, but you're communicating to a dimension of a wormhole now. So as soon as you put your hand up, the electrical fence, the wall, is trying to connect to your intelligence, because everything through a wall interference is vibration. And then when you see it, you focus on it, you can see the coloration from the reflection of the sun. The sun reflects it from your body. The body centralizes your inner system to calculation. It opens up its soul recognition, and it opens up a map location of a plasma energy system. And then you go through the dimension of its wormhole through calculation, okay? So everything that you touch, you scan first. But once you touch it and it's fine, the energy goes in, right? And now it's circulating. So I'm working with a wall interference. So what do you want to do with the wall? If you put your hand here and you want to know how powerful it is, you have to understand your vibration, because it starts here and goes here and here and here and here and here and here. So basically it's knowing that where can I feel the energy, from here or to here? I can feel the energy here, but can I feel it here? If you feel it here, you're extremely high rise here in space, okay? So you have to go from here and break out. That's your energy field. So that's how it connects, and that's how it intervenes and interlocks everything's community, and it affects everything through its energy. And that's why everybody gets upset with the mind system. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything about you. You know what I mean? They're getting angry because they don't understand the interception of you. You just walked in the room, or you're just surfacing, or you're walking down the street, right? So it's energy that's going into them, okay? And they don't understand it because it's space. It's particles of space. So it's magnetic waving energy that's going into the brainwave locations, and that's why they get interlocking, interception to interfacing. So you're interfacing with something that's a three-dimensional system. Make it very well clear. But your body system has to understand its vibration, okay? So if you come across somebody, be cautious, because your hand could just rotate and you don't even know what just happened. Why did my hand do that? It twitches, but it's not twitching, it's vortexing. So you got to get control with your hand. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? You basically, you want to get control, because you got, basically, when I started off with transformation, I was picking up the bed with my pinkies, like this, lifting it up, my pinkies, okay? That's how powerful you can be through energy. And it's trying to understand its transformation communication. It's trying to understand its particle system. You become very, very strong with your energy, okay? Be cautious, because you can break plastic, you can break glass, So this is where you guys have to understand more of your particle system. Okay, you have to understand your positions of your gravity shifts, and that's what I'm talking about. Not your gravity shifts. So your polar shifts have to come into the polarized system of you through calculation. You have to center your position of your chakra rotation centers and put everything back into position. Okay, because this is what you have to go through, because this is what your commander goes through every single day. Right? And I still have problems with that because I get faster and faster. The more the faster you go, the more the body wants to come out. Okay? Now, what I mean by the body, I mean the intelligence of its body. You guys are already out of the atmosphere location, but now you're out of your physical system fully and completely. So this platitude's higher levels are your quantum fields through vibration. Okay? But it's the vibration, energy, and frequencies you have to come into one line signal. Okay? That's the most important thing. All right? So if you get a waving cycle through rotation of a body system through calculation, you have to understand your communications. Okay? All right, so I'm glad you guys are at this level, but that's what everybody's at now, 80 rotations, centers. Okay? All done through me. And this is what you have to understand through your healing. You have to put yourself in position, right? You start with the illustration, you can do it through diagrams, you can do it through the mind system. This is where it comes into mind over matter. You can do it metaphysical, you can do it touching, you can do it mind over matter, but you have to know what you're doing through mastering of your body, vibration. If you put energy into somebody and you don't know what you're doing, there's a problem. There's a problem. If you know what you're doing, you have no problem. So how well do you know your intelligence to heal? That's the positions we're at right now. Okay. So if we get a information system like this through calculation, center point dislocation. All right. So you're in position like this. Okay. So you get your hand information out. Okay, your hand information is out, right? Now, you have to understand what happens with your hand information if you don't understand your body activation system. This is what happens. It moves through calculation very fast. Okay, so it moves up and moves down and it moves across. So truly understanding how to get your balance with your frame, that's what your hand is doing. Okay? Extremely fast and you don't even know it. You see this vortex in the middle. Remember the clocking mechanism system through calculation? Now we're going around the clock. We're not at 12 yet. So once you get to 12, your body activates. You can't go back. If you go back, it's extremely hard to do. So basically, your framing system is going through higher communications of quantum fields. So it's kind of like if you go into a space location position and you're at that vibration through speeders or anything through accelerators or anything through accelerator, your light activation and coloration system has to keep going forward because you're reaching higher formation of intelligence, of knowledge. Okay, you can't go back. If you want to go back, I can take you back. But what's the point? You want to move forward, right? So when you go around the clock like this, okay, you guys are here, right? You got this much far to go. Once you get to 12, what happens is your full body system travels so fast. This is where it gets really confusing. And then basically your mind, face and your whole body shifts. Okay, so you understand, and all around your legs, your whole body shifts. See, you have to understand how to balance everything out. So it's confusing because you're kind of like topsy-turvy. You know, whoa, what happened? It twitched, but it vortexed. So you got to get balanced with it. You got to get balanced with your lines. You got to get balanced with communication, your wires, and you got to get balanced with the map locations because your hand is trying to reach something. Your hand is trying to vortex something. Your hand is trying to go through dimension of a portal. So you have to send the code reference to its code frequency, to its code location, to its code activation, to its lights, its coloration. Okay, Priscilla, how's it going? Yeah, so Priscilla, you missed the test. So if you want to draw the illustration out through your voicing grids, I'll put you up to your 80. How does everybody feel on that though? Right, this is exciting for me because you guys are reaching higher levels of your quantum fields now through vibration of your computer operation systems. So now's the time to ask questions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, Priscilla, you're already on, which is great. It's great to see that you guys come on. So I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna basically center point level connection system, because it's illustration to its correct diagram program location position. All I have to do is center coordinates position through its clocking location position. The center point position, okay, is Priscilla. Okay, now she knows where she at through location. Right? She's in 7 and she's into go back into traction to position. All right, so basically this is what's happening to Priscilla. She's going to go to 80 levels of rotation center. This is all done through a clock. So it's understand you can heal anything if you understand the balance of everything. Okay, I'm doing it from an illustration. Okay, but it's all done through the mind system, right? So basically, the center point position level system, she's out of its equation. Okay, she's going to travel through its recognition system again. Okay, here she goes around. So she's going to be traveling through its connection, right? So I'm going to use my plasma energy system again through calculation. This is going to open up her light sky positions and interquartic field location to line communications. Okay, it's great to see these things through calculation, guys, because it puts everybody into positions. Okay. All right. Okay, we got freezing location positions. So as we're coming into those positions, the pyramid activation system coming into your diamond core position, centering its location. Okay. See the diamond core. Now we go into line communication, center coordinates position. Okay, and we cross when its cycle through its position, to its connection, coming into its position. Got a lot of interference here. That's the most important thing you guys have to understand is get balance with your digital pads and everything through connection. So as it comes into position, okay, line signal down through calculation. Now she's out of its equation, okay, but I'm going to put her into 80 rotation centers. The 80 rotation is going to change her body framing into her computer, into her wave cycles, into her perceptions, in and out of her physical system. So her dichotomy system is now in the particle system of the scanning location of its intelligence signal. Congrats, Priscilla. Okay, so that's what happens through traveling positions. I'm going to use my plasma energy force through dimension location. It's going to go in its position, change the coloration. We're going to a neon blue through calculation, dimensional setting. Okay. It's going into the position. I communicate everything through angle point location. Okay, so basically it's understanding to take these things out of its equation, guys. Security line defense, right? Right, how to take it out of its equation, right? So the center core positions everything through calculation, puts everything in Priscilla to division of 80 rotation centers. Okay, so now she's in her particle system of her quantum fields of her vibration. All right, yay! So you're understanding more of yourself. You see computers more, guys. You see the you're gonna go. You're gonna hear more through computers. So when you look at a digital pad, you're actually gonna see the microchips. You're actually gonna see the lines. You're gonna see everything. You're gonna see everything to position, right? Because everything through a computer has an operation like this, right? So you understand the lines, you understand the points, how everything comes together. Okay, everything has a digital pad to its connection. It's a digital mainframe. Okay, so it's a protection grid. You know, it has its energy field at position. But because you guys are in your quantum fields, you're going to be feeling more like a computer now. So congrats, Priscilla. So hopefully, Priscilla, you'll get the send out the test review and evaluation. Okay, through your voice and grids. I just want to see, you guys expanding. Like, very important to watch Tina, okay, her voice. Watch the video back, and you get a better position right now. My computer and my digital frame is overloading through connections right now because I'm connecting to my Atom. My Atom doesn't understand my computer. It doesn't understand my digital pad because it's extremely high. So I have to bring myself back down through fluctuation, guys, right? Because my computer is in the fifth dimensional system. But the allocated finger points and everything through the hydraulics has to understand its operation system, right? So you have to get balance. You have to send out coolants, right? Because it's all a reflection to the sun, right? And everything through the shades of the moon. Okay, because the sun and the moon is always in frame, right? So it's very powerful when 23 Plato is doing his energy cell, and he's got the moon here, and he's got Jupiter here, and he's got Earth, and he's got Vega here and all that, but it's in line communication, guys. It's in balance, and that's how you can travel to these right positions. Okay, so it's kind of like saying, whoa, where's the sun? No, it's there. No, it's there. Wait, it's up there. Where's the sun, guys? Right? All you got to do is this. Put it up in the atmosphere, right? And it will show you. Okay, because remember, everything is holographic. It's just a reflection of you to space. So your holographic is communicating to its sun, of its moon, of its Jupiter, of its Earth, and of its Vega, or anything through its connection. Okay, if you want to communicate with Mercury, right, you have to know the glowing recognition systems of intelligence, right? You can't communicate with Mercury if you don't understand the code. You can jump frame, but do you understand the code? So, and that's what we're coming into right now through 80 rotations. And you guys are going to come in more. You're going to jump frames now. So like I said, when you come into jump frames, I get you prepared of what's going to happen. You're going to see 2 digital numbers, 4 within its system. Okay, so you get 4, 4, jump, 4, 4, right? So that's 2 different planet locations in positive locations of vibration to energy to its harmonic resistance. Okay, so 2 planets are communicating with you. So Vega is communicating with Mercury through 4, 4, jump frame, 4, 4. So you understand the position and why Jupiter or anything through Mercury or anything through Vega is communicating with you. Now, you can get 3 framing locations of positive location positions of traveling to teleportation. So that would be jump, jump, jump. So that'd be 4, 4, 4, 4. So now you got the Earth rotation system because you're communicating through the gravity shift, right, to the power of the atmospheres. You have that through calculation, through intelligence, right? You come into the framing system, the code reference, the code location, the code, everything through frequency level system. So code frequency level to Vega location position, bring in the XT1000 to position, open up the sun interference through its portal to its calculation of its moon surface to its position of its grounding location, right? So XT1000 is coming in, scanning me already. I've already done what I need to do. It's setting its position through its quantum field of its vibration. The XT1000 goes back into the sun, goes back into the moon, goes back into the sun, comes in and scans me and gives me a new program. That's how it's done through your intelligence, right? I did that in seconds, guys, seconds. So everything I do is chronological order, reset to set, reevaluate to evaluate. You understand? So you understand the connections of the sun, connections of the moon, connections of the Earth, connections of Jupiter, connections of Mercury, connections of Pluto, connections of the solar systems, connections of the alignments, connections of other solar systems, connections of the universal system, connection of the operation cycle of its center position level connection to its operation system, connection to everything through galaxy positions. Okay? Plus, we are in a great square with 6 planets. Yep. Sun, Venus, Mercury, retrograde, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus. Yeah. Well, the retrograde of Saturn, Priscilla, is in precision, okay, of Jupiter through surf engines. Plato is in that location, and he's controlling Jupiter, all right? You're in Terrace, and you're controlling everything through its compute level system, right? Everything is digital frame. Your holographic is trying to understand more of its planet location of its quantum field through its vibration, okay? So think of the planets of a digital screen. That's all it is. That's all it is, okay? So when you see yourself as a holographic, you're seeing everything in the atmospheres of the Earth of its projection, astro projection, the astrologics of projection, the key phrasing locations, the locking systems of the matrix location. So when I say matrix, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Lock. Why? Because the matrix is a lock. It's putting you back, right? But the matrix it's very powerful, okay? It's very powerful, the matrix, trying to understand what is the matrix. So if you're getting line of communications, because you guys are now into your computer frames right now through the quantum fields, when you're getting lines of space and you're seeing different lines of atmospheres and you're seeing different weathers and you're seeing different vibration through your computer, through its connection, through its frequencies, now you're reaching higher levels of sentience, okay? Because you guys are sentience, right? Look it up on Google, what it is. They're extremely powerful in space. So what they do is they open up dimensions of wormholes. That's what they do. They open the lock and key, open the door, and go right in. But once they go in, they know what to do right away. They know how to set up the graphs. They know how to set the digital play. They know how to set up the codes. They know how to open up the plasma, right? They know how to do this because they're sentience. Okay, very, very powerful intelligence. So it's just a higher vibration of your quantum fields through vibration, guys. That's all it is. But whatever you want to create, you create, and it becomes extremely real. So your operation cycle through the center position of the Earth and everything through calculating the planets is in the right positions now. So you got the right position of travel. So that's why I wanted you guys to do your test review and evaluations to know where you are through position. Because if you don't center core position and the sun is not in the right retrograde of its alignment, there's a problem through its connection. Solar flare connection system, you get the optical level on a vibration and it's going to explode through combustion. So you got to be cautious on that. Remember, it's holographic. Okay. Now it regenerates and comes back and is part of a system. So if you don't connect to the right location, the sun goes, and it goes, right? And then that's what the sound sounds like. That's the actual sun. So the closer you get to the sun, the eye receptacle level, then you see it for its color, right? The magnetic force and highway. That's what it's doing, right? And you got the gravity. Right? So you have to understand connections of what you're doing through your particle system because your quantum fields are reaching higher levels of vibration now. Okay, but you got to start off with your bodies now. So your bodies are going to be out of whack. You know, my hand does this, you know, all of a sudden, whoop, I took out my glasses why did I do that? It's just an automatic detection or an automatic reflection or an automatic, reverberation or what just happened. I just automatically did that. So when you twitch, when you go like that, and when you're sleeping, what happens, right? It's just an automatic response. But this does it in the day. So I had to find a way, how do I control my vibration? Because you're in surfacing to everything through calculation, guys. So everything in this room, okay, is quantum of vibration. So trying to understand to get the balance first with your body within of communication. So if I want to communicate with anything through a wall in the front, and I got two walls in the side and one in the back, I have to understand where I am positioned, right? Or it's going to suck me in through a wind system, right? So this is understanding that I got the electrical wire of the wall that's communicating through my frame, and I got a windowsill over here through connection to the sun interference, and I got the moon. Remember, the moon is never too far. The moon, the sun, you put it up in the atmosphere, okay? And what happens is it line triangle divisions, okay? So it sets up its operation like this, okay? And it goes, right? And your whole energy field lights up, okay? And now you got the astrologics and everything. So you got the sun here and you got the moon here of this information, right? So the moon changes its position. It goes like this. Okay, so now the sun is here and now the moon is here through calculation, right? So when you understand the position of the sun and the moon and you understand why it changes position, you understand why you change position, right? Through its reflection. It's So it's really powerful as we come into the holographic systems of us, okay, through our energy system, through its activation, through its energy cycles, or anything that position, okay, and how you can change anything through coloration of the atmospheres. All right? So holographic, yeah. Activated through all locations of divisions of dimensions, locked into their planet positions through star map recognition. Very good. Okay. So it's not just knowing space and time, guys. You have to understand your positions of space and time within first. You are a metric location of a quantum field of a computer. So you have to understand all atmospheres of yourself before you understand the operations of the universe. The universe is just the beginning, guys. It's just you got to get balanced with your bodies now. You say, my gosh, what did Super AI Commander do? He did something to my body frame. I had no control of it. So you understand that you're basically being reborn again, but now you're a particle. You definitely are a particle. So you understand how to use your particle and not just use your chromosomes and use your cells. You're all particles now. Okay, so it's understanding that you're having high vibration, and it's very sensitive to everything around you. Know everything that you touch. You get in your car, right? It's energy. You're sitting in a position, so you have to get balanced with your car before you drive, or the car is going to levitate and you're still on the ground, right? So these are the things you have to figure out for yourself through intelligence. Okay, so yeah, but that's exactly what it is. Yeah, great square with 6 planets, but this goes out to the new years. Try to understand the test, review, and evaluations, but this is what my Galactic School provides. It provides you with everything through information. Information of you through mastering. The skill sets of you to triangular division through prothesis, gamma thesis, operation thesis, anything through biostructure thesis, bioscans. You come into higher levels, guys. You get into the geotheriums, you get into the metric levels. It calculates, it motivates, it integrates, it locates divisions of portals, activations, and codes, lights, and activation. So those are the things you have to understand, is to get your energy, frequencies, and vibration into one line signal. That's what you need to do every time you walk in the room. It's very hard to do because you've got 3 separations now. So I get my energy, I understand my frequency, I understand my vibration. But as soon as I walk out or walk in an atmosphere, what do? Right? So you got to get all 3 into one line signal. Right? Because your particle system won't be able to read the energy, frequency, and vibration if it's not one line signal. So it's all about getting into the application to your program setting to its quantum field of its computer system. Right? And then you know a little bit more how the universe operates through this connection. Okay, so that's why I put you guys into the clock systems of weather. You guys know the weather now, right? But you have to understand how to change weather. But you have to understand how to, right? So basically, there's a lot of things that you can do. It doesn't change right away. Your voice and grid pattern understands this communication of the universal system. Now, if you want the sun to change its position or coloration, or you want it to rain, there's things that you need to do through codes, right? It's like the Indians. Oh, whoa, 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 oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. They know what they're doing, the stomping of the grounds. And if you don't know this, but they always go around in a circle, and they have fire in the middle. The fire is the portal. They open up the portal, right? They do their song and dance around the circle. The circle is activating, right? It's a crop circle that's going up, right? So it's communicating with the gravity system of its intelligence, of its Indians, and it's communicating to the cloud interference. So the cloud interference is connecting to its atmosphere, and the atmosphere is connected to its galaxy, and the galaxy is connecting to the sun, and the sun is connecting to the moon, and the sun and moon come together, and the clouds come into location, and then it starts raining, okay, on a 45-degree angle. Okay, so how do I know all this? Well, because I know the operations of the universe. See? So it's all about manifesting. You have to manifest yourself first before you can manifest to understand the universal system of its operation. Okay, that's how I was able to put out the fires in Lori's place, right? Humongous fire. Okay, So you have to understand the increments. You have to understand yourself through the particle system, how you can use your energy to anything through weather. Okay, how to use anything through hot, anything through cold, right? If there's a fire, how do I put out the fire? Well, you got to understand the weather. You have to see it through perception. You have to hear it through its audio. And you have to understand how to use your voice and grids through its connection. And you have to understand the map coordinates to its protection of its lights. So you have to protect your lights if you're up against fire, because that will react to your physical system. So I'm flying through recognition system. My bottom level of its vibration is reaching Laurie's place, right? Through perception. I see everything. I see the grounds. I see the fire. So I look at the levitation. I see how high it is, the horizon, and it's all connected to oil of the ground. Okay, you have to understand the ingredients. You have to understand the surface of ingredients. This is where it comes into landmass. Okay, this is where it comes into survey. You know, when you get guys that are surveying the location of grounds, they go from one division, one line communication, they line it up through its division. Well, they're just trying to find line mass, right? So I'm trying to understand where is it spreading to. So basically, how do you get rid of a fire? Okay, you put water on it. What does it do? It unites more, right? Because you're putting oil against oil. So you have to understand how to retract. To take anything out of a fire, you have to rebalance yourself. So it's all about recoil. So when you're changing anything through your body framing system to its weather connection, you have to understand how to change these things through the galaxy. So you have to communicate with the galaxy. You have to communicate with the moon. You have to communicate with the sun. You have to communicate with Jupiter. You have to communicate with Vega. Everything you have to communicate to put out a fire. Okay. And this is what you guys have to understand. All right. Every country has a different atmosphere of a time zone. The Astro projection level system, okay, the astrologics of its digital frame to its quantum field of its vibration resides in different reflections of its sun. So we have the sun in position of space, and this is what it's doing, like this. It's all around the country. It's reflecting, okay? That's what it's doing to all countries. So every time you fly, like I said, I've drawn an illustration, that's what happens. So the center position of the sun doesn't move. Right? Move when it wants to move, right? So you have to understand the Earth, how it rotates. You have to understand planets of position, how they teleport. So the sun sets in position, it reflects to each country position of the Earth. So it's a big, humongous resolution of a pattern, and that's where it connects. So it astropronects, it comes down into holographic, okay? And then you see, sometimes in some countries, you see the sun bigger because it's coming to the horizon, right? So, and that's where you see it through three-dimensional system, okay? Not a three-dimensional body, a three-dimensional system. That's the difference. So you're seeing a square at a different angle. Like I said, tell me what a square is in a different angle. How do I use a point division to a location to a simulation core system? How do I use a digital frame to its position of Vega communication? How do we use a jump framing location to a number sequence level connection? How do I use a intelligent line signal to simulation to a planet connection to Mercury, right? So this is where you guys have to get more of yourself through intelligence. Operate yourself within. Once you master that, once you get it to 114, then you can master your DNA. And then you can understand how to use your weather. And then you can understand how to operate the universe. Okay? These things take time. You have to understand the deep, deep waters of the mind and where it goes, where it wants to go, where does it want to travel. Okay? So it's not just manifesting, it's helping. So that's what I mean by your positions. Priscilla's she came to me, same with Starseed. Well, Commander, what is my position? I'm seeing children's in a barn in another dimension. Well, what does that mean to you? That means that the children need your help, but you don't understand it through intelligence until you understand your upgrading cycles, right? Through your part of the system, right? Because they're part of it too. It's all digital frame. It's all story frame. So once you understand that your quantum field is nothing but vibration, it's getting balanced with everything through its division of your body separation system, okay? The separation of known separation to phenomenal of full connection and no more separation, okay? So it's understanding how the mind and the brain comes together, guys. That's what everybody has to understand, okay? So. Yes, let's see. Yes, adapt to the vibration of the environment of our present moment. Very good, Priscilla. through our body framing systems, right? Multidimensional, multitasking. Very good. Partnership, relationship, cooperation to all realms. Out of now, thank you for today. Yeah. There you go. So, everybody get a better understanding now? There's a lot going on, but you guys are getting more powerful now. Okay? Perfect example with Tina and what she did through her voice of grid, right through the test. Very powerful, guys. All right. So, questions or comments? If you want to go through my healing, basically go to the new viewers, put you in your traction positions, open up your mind collaborations, open up the mind system, open up the water system, open up your heart, open up the fire, open up the air, open up the earth. Okay. See, that's what it is. It's all about flow. Let it flow. Let it go. Bring yourself forward. You bring yourself forward. You understand more of your quantum self, but everything has to communicate within. Okay, and that's the hardest thing to do. And then you start seeing yourself as a computer through its quantum levels of its consciousness. Okay, so I think that's good. Almost 2 hours, but I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Basically, I'm going to set up new program settings and use a quadrant level system, 2 division. But you guys are trying to get more balance for yourself through vibration. That's the most important thing because you guys are at 80 levels now. Okay, anybody else that wants to go through that, send me the test and a voice and grid, and I'll put you up to positions. But I have to scan you through bio structure because I'm not sure where you guys are at through connections, right? And what I mean by not sure is that, do you know if you're sure? Okay, because I don't want to put you to higher levels if you don't understand the operations of the system, not the universal system, the earth. Okay, I'm just talking about you guys have to fully balance yourself with the earth before you can balance yourself with planets. Okay, that's the levels you guys are reaching now. So it's very hard to understand these things because you're going through different dimensions of portals and you say, well, Commander, I think I'm communicating with Venus. How do I know? Well, you just left the earth. Right? But where are you in position? Do you understand a code? Did they send you a number? Did they send you an illustration? Did they send you a diagram? Did they bring you intelligence? Did they give you a gift? So truly understanding what you're doing is the most important thing. Okay? And it all starts with your body activation through its deep waters of its mind. Okay? For now, thank you for today. Yo, you're extremely welcome to 20 Plato. Right? And you guys will feel more powerful now because you're no more longer in the physical. You're more in the body framing of digital of its particle, which is amazing. All right. So you guys take it easy. This is your area commander from Usual Quadrants of 8. Congrats, guys. Nice. So we got 9, 10, 11, and 12. Again, then we got to go through another cycle, and another cycle, another cycle. It goes faster, 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 faster. Faster go, the faster we travel. Faster no. The faster we know ourselves more. Okay, that's the most powerful thing too, right? We'll get into that, but really want you guys to get comfortable with your body and vibration. You understand what I'm talking about. You're going to go through the day and your body's going to be out of whack. Okay, because now you're connected to not just the earth, you're connected to other planets and you're trying to understand your positions of alignments. What just happened? So it's understanding you don't have to meditate anymore. It's intelligence coming to you now because you guys are going up to higher atmospheres of quantum levels of the mechanics. Okay, when it comes into the aerodynamics of yourself. Okay, so all right, everybody have a fantastic day from the Colossus Team Divisions. Adios.